Hi there everyone, my name's Tide, and today I'm playing some World of Warcraft and looking at some horrible tattoos. So let's jump into these wonderful, poor life choices. So for this first one, the topic says, he charges $70 minimum and claims to have never had an unhappy customer. Are these people blind? And I mean, I feel really bad for the person, obviously the girl who got suckered into keeping this monstrosity. I mean, I don't think any of those beads are even proper circles, and I'm really hoping this is just done with a Sharpie, because I would be I feel so bad. I feel so bad for this person. This is on you forever, man. Yeesh. Man, there is a lot wrong with this one. The stitching on the lip doesn't even connect, and what's going on with those eyes? Oh my god, this one's terrible. Look at the nose. And like the philtrum, how it doesn't even like properly connect to the non-existent lip. And is like the bottom supposed to be like a mountain range with like a forest? This one's pretty awful, to be honest. Alright, well the topic of this one says, someone I knew in high school sent me this. I didn't have the heart to tell her it looks bad. And you know, when you look at it at first glance, like the rose is pretty alright, and the flames, like they look like tendrils, but you know, I can see the style in its own way, you know. But then the face, like the face, it's got shading. It's got shading. It doesn't have any eyebrows. I'm not sure if I know who this person is, but it does not look good. It kind of I don't know. It's like, it took me a second to realize that the right side of his face is supposed to be like the top of the piano, but at first it looked like he had no neck and it was just like his shoulder. And oh dude, none of the keys are even properly lined. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so quick first glance, it's not too bad, but the more you look at it, the worse it gets. Like it's not a proper circle. And then everything that's drawn inside, like the little petals and stuff, are all uneven and none of them match up properly. And I haven't even gotten to the text, because the actual text, first of all, I don't know what font that is, and second of all, I don't think it matters, because I think the artist just like wrote it freehand. I really hope this is Sharpie. I really hope this is Sharpie. But it's the shading, I don't know, it might be a needle. Oh man, this is bad. Look at the star in the center. Oh no. Dude, because of her, I will not fall. And then the of her, it just looks like other. Like it could be mistaken for other. Oh man. Man, I was just talking about these like Harry Potter tattoos and how I feel like everyone has one of these, and you know, I'm not trying to like hate on anybody who enjoys Harry Potter, man. If you like the series and you want to get a tattoo to like represent that, I'm all for it. But take a look at this one. I don't even know what's going on in this one, and the title says apparently a Harry Potter tattoo, but I'm not even sure what it is. Like, I know it's supposed to be the triangle with like the line through it, right? Like I don't know much about Harry Potter, so I know you can roast me as much as you want, but nothing, there's nothing you can say that'll make me understand what I'm looking at here, because this is obviously an abomination. So this one's pretty popular on r/bad tattoos right now, and it's an interesting one. So like at first glance, it's not too bad. The face on the girl looks pretty decent. The eyes are questionable. I feel like the right one is too close to the nose compared to the left one, but you know, overall it's not too horrible. But then you look at this wolf's mouth and eye, and I don't think you understand the way wolves are supposed to look. So I went ahead and looked up a picture of a wolf at a very similar angle, and it's okay. So I can see where the artist might have messed up here, because when you look at the let's pretend this is the reference. If you look at the reference, you can see that the teeth coming out like that is kind of close to what it's supposed to look like, but the top row of teeth in the tattoo look like they're upside down to begin with, and then the separation from the lip to the gum on the bottom is really, really wide. It's kind of like a bear almost. And even then, like, I don't even... Bears, you know, they tend to have, like, droopier, like, facial parts. And the wolves are supposed to be a little bit more tight, right? And then as you go up this inside of the mouth and you see this gum line and, like, the black outline, not only is that top row of teeth look completely messed up, but the fangs on the top, only one of them is really able to be made out there. And the one on the bottom are actually supposed to be a lot longer than they are in this tattoo. If you look at this reference image, the tooth here is pretty sizable in comparison. And then I just want to draw your attention now to the very last part of my comment on this tattoo, which is the nose of the wolf. And it is at a horrible angle. Like, look at the reference, and now look at that one. And look at how that nose is just like, he's like sniffing kind of toward his left while he's biting. It's a mess. This one, I give this one a 9 out of 10 in bad tattoo scale rating. Onto that last one, I just want to add, I looked through some of the comments, and some people are saying that it's supposed to be a bear, in which case it would make more sense. You know, I made the comment about the gum line earlier, and that would kind of make it more like believable. But even then, there's still a lot wrong with this tattoo, even though the execution is pretty good. I can't look at this and you can't convince me this is a good tattoo. I'm sorry. So this next one might actually make you cringe, especially if you're into horror films, classic horror films, but look at this one. And I can't even begin to tell you how many things are wrong with this image. So firstly, if we look over at Jason's mask here, the the holes for the mouth, they're not supposed to be stacked up like that. It's one row, or two rows, I'm sorry. It's two rows of 3 dots that go down the front and a few that go off to the side, right? But it's not supposed to be stacked like in a 4x3 style column there. Then if we look at Freddy's claws, they're horribly out of whack. Not even to mention the fedora is not a fedora really in that picture. Also, is he like biting his lip? Like, is he like excited to not see or something? I'm not sure. But then the bottom one, it's again the bottom one. I'm assuming is supposed to be Leatherface. In which case, I don't think those the sewing marks are very convincing, and that nose is just not at a regular angle. I mean, maybe I'm missing something in the terms of the nose. I'm not super familiar with Chainsaw Massacre, but there's just so much wrong with this tattoo. And I can see where it could have been kind of cool with like the hear no evil, see no evil, like speak no evil thing, like, and they're murderers, they're like slasher murderers, and it's cool. It's got an interesting like vibe. I like that the attempt was interesting, but oh man, it falls so short. Look at this thing. It's so sad. This makes me sad, and I'm not even that crazy about like classic horror films. And this is just bad news. This is bad news bears. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got a few ha-has out of it. If you did enjoy it, please leave me a like. Please feel free to subscribe. I could definitely use the subs. And before I go, here is a clip of me swimming in some lava. Thank you guys.